Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this year's Volunteer Recognition Awards. Thank you very much for coming out. It's an evening that we all look forward to on the City Council. I do want to introduce your City Council. I view them as kind of super volunteers, given the amount of work that they do. I'm Mayor Chuck Bennett, Councilor Tom Andersen. Raise your hand. Councilor Matt Ausec. Councilor Chris Hoy. That's right, doesn't it? Yeah. Got it? Okay. Councilor Sally Cook. And Councilor Jim Lewis. We had three councilors unable to be here this evening because they're out of town. Councilor Salem-Keizer, Councilor Brad Nanke, and Councilor Steve McCoy. I know they were disappointed. They're unable to be here. But if you want to hunt them down and have them congratulate you, they're there every other Monday night. Come on down. I also want to introduce Deputy City Manager Casey Duncan. There he is. Again, Steve Powers' office is in the same as mine. He was unable to be here this evening as well. He's also out of town, and I know he was disappointed that his schedule didn't allow him to be here, but anytime, come on by, and he'll be glad to congratulate you as well. We also have a group of department directors here. They're here in the room. And they're here to thank you very much for the work you do on behalf of each of the departments here at the city. You may have met some of them on your way in. They were kind of in the greeting line, but I'd ask any of the department heads or administrators here at the city to stand up or wave. I see a number of them at the back. The police are all in back right now. And then I really want to thank the library, and I want to introduce Sarah Strahl. Sarah, there she is, also in back. Sarah is the new librarian here at the city. We're very excited about the work she's already begun at the library. She'll also be guiding us through the seismic upgrade. So we're very happy to have her with us now, and I hope you'll take a moment as you're here this evening to stop by and say hello to her and explain where that book is. Our volunteers give their talent, energy, and time to the city, for which we're incredibly grateful. And you'll hear why, I think, as I begin to go through the numbers. This event is our way of recognizing thousands of our neighbors and friends and colleagues who volunteer their time each year on behalf of the city of Salem. Salem, frankly, is just more awesome because you do this work, and we thank you ever so much. Let me give you some of the statistics that we on the City Council here, and why we're so excited about having an opportunity to thank all of you for the work you do and to recognize you for the work you do on behalf of your community. During fiscal year 2017-2018, more than 9,000 volunteers contributed 205,000 hours of service to the city of Salem in a variety of capacities. That's equal to 102 full-time employees and valued at over $5 million to the city of Salem. So as you... Quite honestly, we couldn't do what we do as a city without you. It just wouldn't be, we wouldn't be able to do it at the level of service. You add an enormous amount to this city. Here's just a few examples. of the work being done by volunteers. We have 21 boards and commissions. And I hope you're all looking at these boards and commissions as they openings become available. 193 people volunteer to serve on boards and commissions, and they've contributed 2,700 hours last year. Center 50 Plus has 515 volunteers, 91,000 hours. It's just, to me, it's just remarkable. The library has 322 volunteers, 17,083 hours. You wonder why this library is so good and works so well. It's the new librarian first, and then just this enormous number of volunteers working with an outstanding staff. Public Works, the Friends of Public Works, we call them. 2,098 volunteers, 74,592 hours of service to the Public Works Department. Police Department, 114 volunteers, 12,152 hours devoted to the Police Department in a whole range of services. I come in many mornings a week here, and the work being done just cleaning police cars. You have to think about that for just a minute, what that job's like. Just cleaning police cars. They're here every day doing an incredible job. And then there's just a whole range of additional activities. Another impressive statistics is that of our young volunteers. More than 1,000 hours have been donated over the past several years, and that number continues to grow. It's encouraging to see how our youth are stepping up and participating in their community and learning how they can contribute to keeping Salem the great place we all love to live. Let me give you just a couple of quotes on volunteering. You guys are all volunteers. You probably each got your own quote on this, but let me give you just a couple. Volunteerism is the voice of the people put into action. These actions shape and mold the present into a future of which we can all be proud. It's from Helen Dyer. Volunteering creates a national character in which the community and the nation take on a spirit of compassion, comradeship, and confidence. Brian O'Connell. So thank you everyone. As mayor, I just can't tell you how appreciative I am. You make us all who get together on those Monday nights look awfully good. And it also shows up in the community survey that we do each year, and the 91% of the residents of Salem that are satisfied or very satisfied with the service they get here in Salem. You make a tremendous contribution to that. And then for this evening, I want to just thank a few people for the entertainment. Boulanger String Quartet from McKay High School. And if that isn't French, it looks French. It's boulanger. So one or the other, I'm going to just go with the French. The food from Sassy Onion. The plaques from Capitol Trophy. Garden Services for the partnership making this a zero waste event, and if you asked, giving you some pretty good information on what you can and can't recycle. So if you have any questions, such as you can recycle a PERT shampoo bottle, but not a peanut butter jar. I checked on that. I faced that dilemma last night. What do I do? Invitations and programs, City of Salem, printing and reprographics. Our constant companions, CCTV, for video production of this event. And then our volunteer recognition committee made up of Gretchen Bennett, Callie Leinenbach, Becky George, Karen Kinsey, Tammy Carpenter, and Linda Rose. Thank you so much. have a script, so I'm going to take a peek at what I'm doing here. This is the At Your Service Award. It's a city department award. The At Your Service Award was created by those who volunteer their time and/or services to the city of Salem. City departments work with volunteers to enhance their services and are asked to nominate volunteers to be considered for an At Your Service Award. This is the people you work with, nominating folks you deal with. So we're really honored this evening to honor two recipients. The first will be presented by Councilor Cook.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you all for coming here this evening and taking time out of your schedules, not only to volunteer, but to recognize each other. I'd like to call Linda Schellenberg to the stage, please. Linda, thank you so much for being here, and we'd like to brag about you for a little bit. Linda has volunteered with the Center 50 Plus in the Adult Day Respite Program, which is for individuals experiencing early memory loss. She heads up the Friendly Caller program that consists of over 30 volunteers who make regular calls to homebound seniors. Linda also regularly volunteers for the ACT, or Awesome Community Team, events. This is a program helping other nonprofits in the Salem area with their events. Linda has an extensive history with outside volunteering, including the Dallas District Attorney's Office in the area of domestic violence and sexual assaults, the Citizens Review Board in Marion County, and most recently, the Willamette Valley Hospice as a visitor for folks confined to their homes. Linda is an attitude, in her words, which is being busy doing things that you love is what life is all about. I always believe you get back what you give. Well, Linda, truer words were never spoken. You have a beautiful heart, and thank you for being here tonight.
Good evening, and just for full disclosure, this is not my dancing shoe. It's getting over a toe surgery shoe. It's my privilege to announce the next At Your Service Award winner, and that's Judy Webster. And if Judy could come forward. You don't have to be nervous at all. This is easy. Just a few words for Judy. Judy became a fast favorite with the Salem police staff. She helps by entering volunteer timesheets and also assists twice each week in our records department. Team members look forward to the days that Judy comes to help because she is such a friendly person and is always help because she is, and is always a joy to be around. Judy has proven that she is not only a fast learner, but she also has many skills from previous jobs that made her a true asset and able to help with many different tasks. The team feels lucky that Judy has chosen to donate her time to the Salem Police Department. Please join me in honoring Judy Rupp.
Councilor Lewis, you ran off too soon here. We're going to do the Youth Achievement Award. It's presented to a youth group or youth group coordinator involved in a volunteer project benefiting the city.
I'm back. Okay, the Youth Achievement Award. This is great. The Youth Achievement Award is presented to youth or youth group coordinator involved in a volunteer project benefiting the city. This evening, we are honoring the Salem-Keizer Riverfront Community Transition Program students and teacher aides. Program students and teacher aides help make the Salem Public Library's picture book collection shine during each school year. Preschoolers, their parents, caretakers, and teachers enjoy this large, heavily used collection daily. The shelving is at eye level to preschoolers and easily accessible to them. This is a positive experience for the library's youngest patrons. It is vital that the books are easily located, clean, and in good condition, so parents and caregivers can share these early literacy gems with their children. This is where the Community Transition Program youth provides such an excellent service. Throughout the school year, the CTP students volunteer twice a week along with their teachers' aides, one shelf at a time. They check through each book, page by page, marking and setting aside books that need repair for the staff. They clean book covers and replace clean books in good condition in order on the shelves. Library staff appreciate their many hours of careful inspection and maintenance of this important early literacy collection. Please help me to celebrate the achievements of these terrific students and teacher aides. Thank you very much.
The Dorothy Patch Community and Educational Achievement Award recognizes students, teachers, or schools who've successfully undertaken a project to benefit the city of Salem. This evening, we're honoring the Oregon Archaeological Society and students. Volunteers from the Oregon Archaeological Society and students from Willamette University and Western Oregon University have donated more than 750 hours of their time to assist with the archaeological excavation at the new police station site. The area in which the police station will be constructed is within a known archaeological site. Therefore, the city of Salem is excited about and required to ensure that we can learn as much as we can from the artifacts that are recovered from the area before the site is redeveloped. So far, these volunteers have helped our community recover over 7,000 historic and pre-contact artifacts. Please join us in congratulating the Oregon Archaeological Society and the student team as this year's Dorothy Patch Community and Educational Achievement Award recipients. And I'm going to present this on their behalf to Kimberly Fitzgerald, the city's resident archaeologist, and other landmark, and you name it, Kimberly does it. So.
Thank you.
I get to award the Distinguished Project Award. The Distinguished Project honors a group of volunteers who have worked together on a significant project. This evening, we are honored to present the Distinguished Project Award to the Salem Public Art Commission and Downtown Advisory Board. Would you all join me up here, please? These volunteer teams made it possible for two striking mural installations to come to downtown Salem. The Salem Public Art Commission is charged with the selection, acquisition, commissioning, and there's a word I cannot pronounce. Deaccessionizing?
Close.
Say it for me.
Deaccessioning.
Deaccessioning. I have never seen that word before. Deaccessioning of public art in the city's collection. The commission is also charged with approving public murals for the public mural program. Recognizing the value of art to the vibrancy of Salem's downtown, the Downtown Advisory Board recommended the use of urban renewal funds for the following two mural installations. The first, Mirror Maze, is located on the short, rounded wall in the alley between Commercial and Liberty Streets Northeast. This 560-foot mural was the work of artist Damian Gilly. For this piece, he was highly influenced by the architecture in and number of glass panels in the immediate vicinity and the unique shape of glass ceiling structure. The second, by artist Blaine Fontana, is entitled Waldo Stewards. This is the mural on the Chemeketa Parkade's east stairwell. This 1,819 square foot work honors Salem's own Waldo Park, the smallest redwood park in the world. The redwood tree encompasses the canvas of the stairwell and includes pileated woodpeckers, which are often hidden and rarely seen. This foresight leaves a legacy for Salemites to enjoy now and long into the future. Please join me in thanking these thoughtful teams.
Yeah, it's you and Ausec.
This is the Mayor's Distinguished Service Award. The Mayor's Distinguished Service Award recognizes exemplary service for the public good. And this evening we have two recipients. If I could ask Rosy Macias to come forward, please. Okay, just pay attention to what this young lady does. Rosy's professional accomplishments as the readjustment counseling technician for the Salem Veterans Center exemplifies a selfless leader who values serving her community. Herself a veteran, the scope of her distinguished service includes numerous regional organizations that she collaborates and partners with, including her work as a veteran stand-down coordinator. She coordinates the yearly Mid-Willamette Valley Veterans Stand-Down, a one-day health and wellness fair that brings together over 300 veterans and over 60 providers. She is an active member of the Mission Continues Portland Platoon, which empowers veterans who are adjusting to life at home to find purpose through community impact. The Mission Continues deploys veterans on new missions in their communities so their actions will be inspiring future generations to serve. Rosy is a Veterans Outreach Director for Team RWB Salem Chapter, whose mission is to enrich the lives of American veterans by connecting them to their community through physical and social activity. She serves as the ambassador to the Operation Enduring Warrior, a veteran-founded nonprofit 501c3, whose mission is to honor, empower, and motivate our nation's wounded service members through physical, mental, and emotional rehabilitation. Tired yet? Rosy contributes time and effort with numerous other organizations, including serving our veterans at home, the Oregon Department of Veterans Affairs Advisory Committee, and the Women Marines Association Oregon Chapter 1. Yeah. She was a participant in the Veterans Wall of Honor at Straub Middle School, volunteers for the Marion County Food Share Program, and coaches for the Salem-Keizer Girls Soccer Club. I don't want to go up against her team. Rosy was recognized for the I Am Not Invisible campaign. What a tremendous summary of accomplishments. Please join me in recognizing Rosy Macias.
Hello. Our next recipient is Open Streets. Here to receive the award today is Emily Loberg, the lead organizer. Congratulations. Open Streets Salem celebrates the idea of open streets, open community. It is a free community event open to everyone. By temporarily closing streets to automobile traffic and opening them to the public, This community event provides an atmosphere where neighbors can safely run, walk, roll, wheelchair, and play while interacting with a number of local businesses and activities along the route. The 1.6-mile Open Streets Salem 2018 route went through Salem's Highland, Grant, and Can-Do neighborhoods along the Winter Maple Bikeway and includes 4 activity hubs: Highland, Grant, Broadway Commons, and Saturday Market. Reports from the 2017 event demonstrate a positive impact. For example, 64% of respondents report being more likely to bike or walk after Open Streets Salem. 80% discovered a new service while there. Please join me in celebrating Open Streets Salem.
I'm here to make the Salem Spirit Award. The Salem Spirit Awards recognize those individuals or groups that are constantly promoting Salem and are frequently behind efforts to improve our city. The first recipient is not able to be here tonight, Gretchen Carnaby, but she's probably out volunteering someplace. But let me tell you what she has done. Gretchen has worked tirelessly at Bush Park for more than 40 years, and I'm especially appreciative of that because Bush Park is in Ward 2, my ward. Using her sophisticated botany skills and professional landscaping techniques to make the park the beautiful place it is. In addition to that, she has provided expert leadership to countless volunteers. Gretchen spearheaded a lucrative plant sale that earned a great deal for the park's gardening needs. Following is a brief summary of some of Gretchen's other contributions to Bush Park over the years. She was co-founder of Friends of Busch Gardens. She has coordinated fundraisers so that interpretive kiosks and signs could be installed throughout the park. She was the project coordinator for the restoration of the Busch Conservatory. Gretchen has managed multiple weekly volunteer work parties as well as the annual Crabapple Festival. You've all heard of that. And the biannual plant sales events. In 2000, Gretchen co-founded Lord and Shriver Conservancy. She has worked throughout the years to partner with Salem Parks to maintain the historic accuracy of the gardens at Deepwood and at Bush Park. This year, Gretchen has been the impetus for the Friends of Busch Gardens transformation into Mission Street Parks Conservatory. Please join me in the special recognition of Gretchen Carnaby.
Well, let's hope there aren't any polysyllabic words that trip me up this time. Our second recipient is Everett Koontz. Please come forward. Since the inception of the Salem Riverfront Carousel in 1995, Everett has served as a lead carver and volunteer for the group of artisans who carved the original horses and designs on the carousel. Over that 23-year period, Everett has actively served as a volunteer wood carver as well as a mentor for hundreds of new carvers. In addition, Everett was instrumental in the initiation of the Capital Wood Carvers, a carving group now numbering over 130. Everett helped carve the glockenspiel for Mount Angel. An Army veteran, he is an active member of our Salem community. Please join me in the special recognition of Everett Koontz.
The Mayor's Merit Award is presented to a recipient for special projects or activities undertaken for the good of the community. This evening, we honor Northwest Hub. The Northwest Hub is more than a not-for-profit full-service bicycle shop, bike reclamation program, and training center. Staff have provided hours of labor and training, reclaiming and repairing bikes for everyone who needs them, including low-income families and newly resettled refugees. The hub continues to be a major contributor aimed at improving the lives of people living in Salem and to improving livability in the region. The bike skills and repair classes teach full ownership and allow for future employment, while the shop allows people to purchase bikes through store volunteer credits. Northwest Hub enhances our local economy as well as improves the quality of life and increases mobility for all ages. I'm proud to present the Northwest Hub with the Mayor's Merit Award. Your turn.
We happen to be sitting in the Loucks auditorium of the Salem Public Library. Al Loucks was a former mayor of Salem, and I got to hear a few stories about him from Mayor Bennett, which I won't repeat. No, he was a wonderful person, and this award is the Al Loucks Business Government Partnership Award. The Al Loucks Business Government Partnership Award offers a business making a major contribution to the city of Salem or one of its programs or projects. Tonight, we honor the Salem Police Foundation. Could they please come up? Members, please come up. The Salem Police Foundation, through leadership and donors' generosity, provides critical support to the City of Salem, the Salem Police Department, and Salem police officers. This year alone, the foundation has raised more than $175,000. These monies have been used to replace 3 retiring canine police dogs and funded health care for retired canine dogs. The Salem Police Foundation was an early and energetic supporter of a mobile command vehicle, a modern public safety resource that replaces an SU vehicle and a TARP. The foundation has purchased a rescue terrain vehicle, individual gun safes for each officer's home, and equipment for the city crime lab. More than check writers, the members of the Salem Police Foundation are enthusiastic participants in events supporting the city and the police department, such as the annual Breakfast with the Chief. The Salem Police Foundation sponsorships of events enriches relationships between the police and the community, and in turn addresses funding gaps to ensure officers have what they need to deliver top-notch services to our community. Please join me in thanking the Salem Police Foundation. I'm also here to present the Willard C. Marshall Special Resident Award. The Willard C. Marshall Special Resident Award was established at the bequest of the estate of Willard Marshall, who was another mayor of Salem from 1963 to 1965. Now, I hope you don't recognize a trend here, but tonight we are honoring Lorrie Walker. Lorrie could not be here tonight, so receiving the award on her behalf is Jeff Schumacher, who is the president of the Scan neighborhood. Jeff, could you come down and act like you're Lorrie, please? Lorrie serves as the co-chair of the South Central Association of Neighbors. For many years, she has committed to helping people who are experiencing homelessness at warming and cooling shelters and at programs such as the Arches Day Center, Mid-Willamette Valley Community Action Agency, Veteran Stand Down, Community Connect, and Home-Based Shelters of Salem. She has volunteered as an advocate for men and women who are experiencing homelessness, along with a co-occurrence of chronic health and mental health and substance abuse challenges. She provides transportation to appointments, evaluations, visits to Oregon Health Science University, the Social Security Office, treatment centers, and other places that provide necessary support service for these fellow members of our community. Further, she volunteers with second graders at Mary Eyre Elementary School. Lorrie is very passionate about helping people who are homeless and is always looking for ways to help and recruit others to assist as well. She loves to help others who are in need and is always ready to jump in and to lend a helping hand. Everyone who knows Lorrie knows that she is very knowledgeable about programs and resources and loves to make a difference. So we are honored to celebrate her service with the 2018 Willard C. Marshall Special Resident Award, which I will give to Jeff Schumacher tonight.
And we'll next present the Vern Miller Key Resident Award. You want to read the
All right, the Vern Miller Key Resident Award is presented in recognition of an individual's outstanding long-term service to the city. This evening, we honor two recipients. The first recipient is Amador Aguilar. Amador holds a deep belief in connection and inclusion with the community. In 1996, Amador began organizing events with the Highland Neighborhood Association to build confidence and service awareness within the Latino community, while promoting cross-cultural identity and strength through partnership. He went on to found the Latino organization Enlace in 2005. This organization sponsors about 50 cross-cultural events annually. Volunteers work as educational aides in Salem schools and meet monthly with the Northeast Salem Community and Northgate Community Associations. In the words of the person making the nomination, Amador always says he's come to learn, but through his warm, open, and determined manner, he teaches people to see the value in one another and in working together. Please join me in honoring Amador Aguilar.
And I would like to call Commissioner Carlson to the stage, please. I feel like I should say she needs no introduction, but of course we have quite a list of accomplishments here. So there may not be a project related to the well-being of children and families in Salem that Janet Carlson hasn't had a hand in. Her careful analysis of systems affecting children and their caregivers have brought her to the table to address some of the toughest barriers to wellness, topics ranging from challenges with reentry into the community after incarceration to substance abuse and other subjects. All have benefited from Commissioner Carlson's contributions. Commissioner Carlson was elected to the Marion County Board of Commissioners in November 2002 and re-elected in 2006, 2010, and 2014. Her accomplishments as commissioner include working with the Fair Board to promote the county fair, leading the 150 Miles for 150 Years countywide relay, and raising community awareness around prisoner reentry and the need for community volunteers and mentors. Commissioner Carlson is a past president of the Association of Oregon Counties, which maintains an important role in representing county issues with our state legislature. Please join me in thanking and honoring Janet Carlson for her many years of service to this community.
And that, my friends, is our volunteer recognition program. I hope you'll all join me in standing and giving yourselves a great applause. Thank you so much for being here.